It's been 17 years since NASCAR last ran at the Rockingham Speedway, but today the Mountain Dew Cup Series makes their triumphant return as we welcome you to race number 2 of the season, where today's telecast is presented by Tony Productions. We are here at this 1-mile facility for the Subway 400 in round number 2 of season number 1 for the Mountain Dew Cup Series. After a wild and exciting race from Daytona, Ryan Newman sits at the pole position via a random draw, and you have some big names starting in the back as a result of their poor efforts from Daytona. Big names like Joey Logano, Jimmie Johnson, Clint Bowyer, and Chase Elliott all starting mid or to the back of the pack. And today is the first race with the choose cone rule in effect. We'll see what kind of plays drivers will make, what kind of strategy they will pull, and how useful it will be. And it should make for some interesting strategy plays in today's race. But now let's take a look at our Geico Ones to Watch. You had the 11 of Denny Hamlin, who finished second at Daytona to Ryan Blaney. He's starting 11th today, looking to keep his momentum rolling with another solid finish. You have Matt DiBenedetto, who is starting 18th. He's been known to be good at the short tracks. We'll see what Matty D can do here, starting from the 18th spot. And Jimmie Johnson running the 7 times throwback with his Ally Do It Right 48 paint scheme. He's starting 26th, looking to move that number 48 Chevrolet up through the field. And now, here's a look at your starting lineup presented by Scott's Racing Collectibles. In row 1, it's Ryan Newman and William Byron via a random draw, with John Hunter and Kurt Busch back in row number 2. In row 3, it's the 32 of Corey LaJoie, good starting position for him, and Ryan Blaney, who won at Daytona. You have Austin Dillon and Brad Keselowski back in row number 4, and in row number 5, starting 9th, is Alex Bowman, and in 10th, Kevin Harvick. As now the rest of the field scrolls on by, you see back in row number 6, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, who's up there in the points, back in row number 7. You also see guys like Matty D back in row number 9, and Chase Elliott starting in row number 10 next to Ty Dillon, and some rookies back there with Cole Custer in row number 11. Jimmie Johnson starting alongside Martin Truex in row 13, and in row 14 you see Clint Bowyer there starting alongside Ryan Preece. As now we take a look at our race breakdown into 11 laps, which is around 11 miles. Our halfway bonus will be at lap number 5. 32 drivers as usual, with 75 degrees being the air temperature under clear skies here in North Carolina at the Rockingham Speedway. The green flag is in the air and we're underway. As they make their way down through 1 and 2, down the backstretch, Ryan Newman will clear the 38. As here comes Kurt Busch through the middle, making it 3 wide already. Now battling for 4th with Corey LaJoie as Ryan Newman looks to pull away from the 38 of John Hunter Nemechek. And here comes Kevin Harvick giving a shot to the back of William Byron, send him all the way up the racetrack, and Kevin Harvick continues to tear throughout this field as John Hunter Nemechek tries to work on our leader Ryan Newman as we make our way to lap number 4 of 11. Matt DiBenedetto has worked his way inside the top 10 now, after starting in the 18th position, looking like a very good day for him. As here comes John Hunter Nemechek, sends our leader Ryan Newman up the racetrack in a bump and run. John Hunter Nemechek to the lead. And it won't last long. Trouble in turns 3 and 4. Eric Almirola hard into the outside retaining wall, and we are under caution, as it looks like it was a single car incident. Maybe not. Almirola got some help from Joey Logano. He may have cut down in front of the 22 though, as it looks like that is what happened. Almirola cuts in front of the 22 car, and into the outside wall he goes, and the back end of that car is completely destroyed. Almirola out of this race early. Logano has been involved in an incident for the 2nd straight race in a row. As now here comes the choose cone rule for the first time this season. No big changes except for there, with Keselowski taking the inside. He'll surrender his 6th place running position to Kyle Busch. As now we take a look at our Mountain Dew Quick Race recap. Kyle Busch has gained the most out of all these drivers, plus 8 on the leaderboard. Newman has dropped back 4 since the start of this race. We'll see what he can do on this restart. And John Hunter Nemechek leads us back to green, as it looks like he's going to clear the 1 of Kurt Busch as they make their way off of turn 4. And we have trouble in the back, a smoker, and it's the 11 of Denny Hamlin. The 24 slides into the back of him, with the 14 being collected as well. And we are back under a quick yellow flag on this restart, the second one of the day. May have been a terminal issue or engine issue for Denny Hamlin. The 24 slides up the track and into him, and Clint Bowyer may have gotten loose on some oil there. And a huge hit for the 11 and 24, and Bowyer just slides right on in there. And Denny Hamlin, after being second in Daytona, wrecks out here at Rockingham. And a tough break for Clint Bowyer. He has started his final season of full-time racing with 2 back-to-back DNFs at Daytona and here at Rockingham. As now we take a look at our choose cone, Kurt Busch takes the inside line. He will give up his second place running position to Ryan Blaney in the 12th car. And you see Corey LaJoie works his way inside the top 8, but it's Kurt Busch there. So you take a look at our quick race recap, giving up his second place position to Ryan Blaney. You see Matty D gains 4 there from that last restart. We'll see what we can do here. Will this be the final restart? Green flag is back in the air. As they make their way through turns 1 and 2, John Hunter Nemechek will clear the 1 of Kurt Busch. We'll see what Kurt can do as they make their way to 2 laps to go. He's going to send it down the front stretch, completely clear the 38 of John Hunter Nemechek, and he'll drive away from the field with 2 laps to go. Can anybody do anything about Kurt Busch as he takes the white flag? Can Matt DiBenedetto do anything about Kurt Busch? Busch down the backstretch for the final time. DiBenedetto is going to send it wide into turns 3 and 4. It won't be enough. Kurt Busch wins NASCAR's return to Rockingham. And how about that for Kurt Busch in the 1 car? A late race move to go to the inside and give up his second place running position. As you take a look at the move of the race there, and Kurt Busch celebrates his victory with a burnout, and we congratulate Northwest Cup Series on his win here today at the Rock, starting from 4th at halfway, 2nd, and he finishes on top in the first place position. As we now take a look at our unofficial results, Matt DiBenedetto takes home 2nd, and look at our rookies of Tyler Reddick and John Hunter Nemechek, 3rd and 4th there. Chase Elliott with 11th, and you see Jimmy Johnson was able to get a solid top 10 after starting 26th on the day. And you see some big names like Joey Logano, William Byron, all those guys back there just had a rough day. And of course the big one, Clint Bowyer and the 2 Stewart-Haas racing cars all the way in the back. Here's your point standings after race number 2. It's Ryan Blaney in control by 2 points over Kurt Busch. As you see 2 rookies back there inside the top 8, inside the playoffs there. Ryan Newman, a solid 6th there. Kyle Busch just outside of it. And you also see Jimmy Johnson in 15th, not too far behind from that playoff cutoff. We still got a long way to go here in season number 1. You see other rookies like Cole Custer, Joey Logano in 24th. A lot of work for him to do. Same for Martin Truex Jr. and Clint Bowyer, an abysmal start for his season and the final one of his NASCAR career with 15 points. But nonetheless, we thank you all for watching, and we hope you enjoyed race number 2 from the Rockingham Speedway, as we will continue to roll on with season number 1, as we once again congratulate the 1 of Kurt Busch and Northwest Cup Series on their victory here today at the Rock. The first time we've been here in 17 years. And Kurt Busch celebrates with his team on the front stretch at the Rock. Our next race will be at the Bristol Motor Speedway for our first night race of the season, and it's the Food City 500. We hope to see you there for race number 3 of the season as we can continue on with season number 1. Until then, we'll see you soon.